Hey, MGTOW brothers, okay, I met this female. She was like 40-some years old. She was good looking for 40-some years old, but she just wasn't the most beautiful woman on the earth and nothing like that. But she looked really good for her age. She looked like she was in her mid-30s. So she looked about a decade younger than she was. But anyways, I gotta say this, she had 2 kids and all that type of stuff. She had stretch marks from giving childbirth twice, which is understandable. But at the same time, this female was talking about how she thought that, like she could call 10 dudes right now if she wanted to have sex and this is that and this is that. And I'm like, okay, you could have called those 10 dudes and had an orgy with them instead of trying to meet me for coffee, you know what I'm saying? Because, here's the thing though, it's like basically saying this, she's basically saying this: I like you enough to give you pussy, but I want to get expensive dinners and all this other stuff. And then eventually I might decide that I don't want to settle down with you and I want to fuck other dudes and all this other stuff. But at the same time, I want to get those expensive dinners and all this type of stuff. And it's like, she's not a virgin, you know what I'm saying? I know she's had sex with probably like 50, 60 men at least, you know what I'm saying? And I know that she's been with all races of dudes, she's probably had sex with 100 men in her life. Easily, probably more, because she's 45, She probably had sex with at least 100 dudes. And it's like, I'm not stupid, but at the same time, she talks like she's a man almost, because she's talking about how she could get dick so easily. And I'm like, as a man, you should never really let a woman talk to you like that, And I stopped myself from checking her, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to do something. I paid for her coffee or whatever just to see. I wanted to see her nature, because I never really dated older women, you know what I'm saying? I never talked to any women that were that old. She's like 45. So I was really trying to see, the nature of them, Like usually they're always trying to get something from you. It doesn't matter if they're 25, 35, 45. If a woman is still attractive and she still has that sexual appeal where she can attract multiple men, or men still want to have sex with her, she's still going to want something. When a woman gets about 50, 55 years old and they lose their looks, and they lose their attractions or something like that, then that's when they become a lot more receptive and they become a lot more nice. But as long as a woman had their look still, meaning they're like 45 years old, you know what I'm saying? And they're one of those young looking women, they're probably going to be just like they are until they get about 55 years old. And if you only live to be 80 years old, that's that's about 2/3 of your life that you're basically like that. And it's sad because that society brainwashes women into thinking they're entitled to whatever a man has. They deserve it because they're a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think like that, I'm a handsome dude or whatever. And when I went out with her, I didn't have no expensive clothes on, nothing like that. I just had on some normal shoes and, normal clothes, because it's like, hey, this is a first date. We're meeting for coffee or nothing like that. I'm not trying to give off that rich man type of mentality, because like, let's just say if I would have came with a suit and a tie and stuff, you know what I'm saying, then she probably would have been more receptive to me and been trying to, keep calling me, to try thinking I have money. But, I never gave her any signals that I had any more money than she did, because she probably has more money than I do right now. Because this is in a time, I'm going to college right now, I'm pretty poor by all standards. So I wasn't even going to front on her like I had money, because I don't really have it like that. And at the same time, I'm a good looking dude. So, I don't really mind being single for a long time, because I know that there's nothing out here, man, especially in my age bracket. And even though it's bad, I can go with older women, but they're manipulative too. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to a few older women. This is actually the second one I've ever talked to. The first one, she was trying to get like citizenship, She was an Nigerian trying to get citizenship or something like that. And the other one, she was just basically, she she was mixed. She was trying to get like money, you know. She was basically trying to get somebody who's gonna, you know, take her out to expensive places and stuff. And she acted like I begged her to meet me. But it's like, it's crazy because people who are narcissists and sociopathic always have to make themselves believe that somebody came to them or the other person can't do without them. And you know, and she had gotten divorced. But the problem is, you know, being a woman, she just cannot see her own flaws. The divorce was probably her fault mostly. You know, she was a narcissist. You know, she basically felt like, you know, somebody had to enhance her life. It was always about her. You know what I'm saying? And she was born on the 11th of September, meaning that, you know, I've noticed that a lot of Virgo women are not like Virgo men, as far as they are very selfish and they don't really care about other people at all. Like, I've just noticed that because no Virgo woman I've ever met has really cared about anybody but herself. And it's sad because I'm a Virgo man and I get along with Virgo women, but it's more like as a friend because they pretty much care about themselves. And it's like Aries woman care about herself and first and then other people. The Virgo woman just seems like she just care about herself, period, and not at all about the other people. And it's sad, you know.